All right, let's welcome you all to another one of our co-founder meetings. It is Thursday, February the 6th, 2025, and it's an exciting time for pool funding in our community. Just before I got on here, someone asked me for a little bit of help, and I agreed to help them out, and they wanted me to sounds like we got some kind of okay background
Working
noise.
on it.
All right, there we go. So they sent me $220 and they wanted to get some PFP. So I just sent them some PFP. But I do want to, impact the chart. So let's take a look at that. I'll use the 220 to buy up the PFP that was sent. Okay. That's PFS. PFB here, it says it's 12,542. Okay, that's on version 2 of the software. You can tell that right here, Pancake Swap version 2, right? And then over here says 12,396. So we'll just go with that. We'll say it's 12,400, but the charts do get impacted differently. So it's almost 600 there. All right, we can open up my wallet. To the guarantee and swap out that 220. I don't think it's going to work if I do the whole thing at one time. It might. USDT, EFB, 220. Continue swapping. Yeah, it's at
Looks like someone.
12%.
Go ahead.
Yep. So I'll swap it at 12%. For me, anything under 15%, I'll do it. So slippage of about 15% or 12%.
It looks like
Okay.
someone bought some while you were talking about it.
Well,
Bought some yesterday. PFI.
I don't know. Let's take a look here. Refresh this one. All right, so not seeing the impact over here quite yet. But over here, did see the impact immediately here on this one. Went from 12,006 to 15,008. Okay. Refresh that again. Yeah. So it's you can see how it's bouncing here between the two. There you
It's
go.
for sale.
Yeah, so it's a bargain right now, guys. It's a bargain at this price. It's a super bargain. I realize that our target for this is $1 million. So if you take even if we take this 15,000, the higher number, take $1 million. And you divide it by 15,000. Well, I normally don't like that number, but it's
66 times.
2/3 of, right, 666. So anyway,
Sir, that is only 100,000.
That's only 100,000. Yeah.
oh, okay, you're right, be 66.6, right?
Yeah.
Try that again. Share. Figure that out. So 1 million. That's 1 million there, right? So divide that by 15,000. It's still gonna be 666, whatever. Yeah, so 66. So 66 times, right? So imagine you put $1 in, it's worth $66, right? In about a month or so. So things are falling into place right now. I'm pushing really hard on the first domino. So when the dominoes start falling, then you're going to see things moving quickly after that. So the domino I'm pushing on is filling the orders quickly. So my objective is to fill the orders as fast as I can, which I believe I can hit the target of you pay for the order today, I fill the order today. So in getting a paid sign up. What I'm talking about here for those of you that are new, you can actually order paid signups directly from us here. If you go to the $10 pool, you'll see a banner here. It's called Done For You Lead Generation. You just click buy now, and then you'll follow the instructions to pay for you can buy either one or two for $50. So you can buy one for 50 and two for 100. And then, and we fill your order, then you can place another order. So that is what I'm working on. And so we have a familiar face. If you've been around for a while, we have a familiar face with us today. And I asked her to be here so that, I'm going to be talking about her anyway. So she's back. Let's welcome back Maria Hernandez. Say
Hello.
hello.
Welcome.
I just came back from vacation.
Yeah.
That's a
Welcome
long
back,
vacation.
ma'am.
So let me share my screen again. So this is a little poster you'll see from time to time. And so right now we've got her scheduled for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, although she does tend to be responsive on other times, but that's her schedule. She is my executive assistant. Okay. And another poster we have for her is this one here. You'll see this one where it has her address on Telegram. Okay. So there you go. So she is there available to all of us. Okay. But I've asked her
Welcome, boss number 2.
I've asked her to come back to do something special that she wasn't doing before, but I also want her to continue to do what she was doing before because I really would like her to do that. But what I'm having her do is she is going to call on the telephone everybody that we have already signed up for the for the paid signups. So anybody that we collected a phone number from, so every single phone number that we have received from the traffic that we paid for, that the people that opted in and they gave us their phone number, she will be calling them all, okay, and hopefully having a verbal conversation with as many as possible, right? So they have to answer, of course. She can also send a text message to all of them, right?
Absolutely.
And I'll be guiding her on, how to introduce herself properly and all that, so that we get as much, response as possible. Basically, she's going to do what I would do, but I'd rather just pay her to do it, right? It's good to be boss, okay?
It is good.
Hey, hey, so why don't you use the AI agent to do that? They'll be able
The,
to make a
the,
lot
the,
more calls than
A-
she
the
could.
AI agent is doing it. So this is basically doing quality control on AI. Okay.
Awesome. Right on.
So what, right now the people get to interact with our AI when they come to our website. They can talk with it. I've done videos showing that. And I'll be honest with you, AI cuts both directions. It cuts this way and it cuts that way. Some people love it, some people hate it, because
That's the way the ups and downs we got to deal with.
yeah, that's the truth. So I figure if we get a human to call and talk and go ahead and tell us a little bit about your, where Maria, tell us a little bit about yourself. So I want you to hear her speak in English. Tell us about yourself, where, which island you're born on, and give us your 45-second life story.
No.
Hi. Hi everyone. You can call me Maria. I'm Ace Executive Assistant. I'm here in the Philippines. I'm from Binangonan, Rizal actually, but sometimes I do travel from one places to another. So as boss mentioned, I'm available Monday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but you can send me a message anytime. Then once I'm awake, I'll respond to you as soon as I can.
All right, beautiful. So very friendly, easy to hear. She's got one of those voices that pleasant, and her accent is not too much, right? It worked for all you guys, right? You could understand her, right? Yeah.
Totally. I understood her clear.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's very clear. She's dealt with a lot of American clients over the years. So she's really good at talking to North Americans for sure, But we do have people from other parts of the world that do come in. But as far as English goes, she'll probably be able to relate to anyone that can understand English. Now, she's going to call all of them and just, I'm looking for feedback, right? Ways that I can improve the funnel the way it is right now. If I can make it better, I'll make it better. But again, the goal is we send traffic in and then we get enough people that they actually sign up, that they, I want to get to the point where they sign up the same day. You pay for an order, I can fill the order in the same day. So I want a system that has a high success rate when we get someone to come into it, right? So if I can get a high success rate, they enter into the funnel and we get them to actually set up a wallet so that we can pay them, because our offer is we'll pay you to get started. Come join what we're
There
doing
you
and we'll pay
go.
you to get started. That's our offer, but they have to have a wallet so we can pay them, right? So I figure that's a pretty strong offer. And so I'm hoping that with Maria contacting them all, and then I'll be having conversations with her and going over her notes and everything in pretty much real time, because we'll be sharing the information on the same admin area of our website. I'm going to get a good idea how I can speed things up. Okay. So that's the point of that. Hope you understand. I'm very serious about this. I've already spent more money than $50 on the leads that have been purchased already. Okay. So I don't care about that. Right now, all I care about is getting to the point where I've got a system that actually works well. We tried several things. We tried several lead sources, and so that's why it's been some experimentation. But now that we got the AI, we got this, and now we have Maria. That's the cherry on top, guys. Maria is the cherry on top. She's going to help us, tip it over. So we'll figure out how to make this go much faster, because I can just throw money at traffic and then traffic comes in. That's as simple as that, right? So That's why I have such great confidence in what I'm doing here. So there's where we're at. Okay, guys, everybody happy about that?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, after that domino falls, the next domino to fall would be to get our price of the coins, all of them up to their target. Okay. PFI has to go to 500,000. PFB has to go to 1,000,000. PFS has got to go to 2 million. Okay. Now,
Damn.
it's going to happen. It's going to happen a lot faster than most of you believe it's possible. Okay. But I just showed you, that basically $220 went from what, 14 to, what was it? No, it was 12,000. It was 12,000 to 15,000. It made a $3,000 jump, guys, on a $200 purchase. You understand how the leverage works here? Okay. So it doesn't take us $1 million to get the coin up to $1 million. Okay. You get it? So it won't take much at all. In fact, when we start pushing that up, and it's going to happen, the really smart people are going, yeah, it's much better to get 66 times than it is to get, 40 times, right? So if you wait for the price to go up too much, then you're at 40 times. Then if the price goes up from there, then you're at 20 times. So how many X's do you want, right? PFI is still a super bargain, It's not 500X anymore. When it was $1,000 per coin, that was a 500X. And right now, it's last I looked, about 1,600. So, it's not 500X, but maybe it's 400X, something like that, Still a pretty good deal, right? So,
Oh, yeah.
so the smart people are going to come in ahead of me pushing it. They're going to come in ahead of me pushing it, and they're going to buy up as much as they possibly can right now, so that they're holding on to it. And remember, whatever you buy, you'll hold on to it for at least a year, so that you have that as like, here's what I bought, so pay me back 10 times on that. That's how the co-founder bonus works, right? So if you're holding a whole coin, I'll send you 10 more coin, right? If you're holding a half coin, right, I'm going to send you 5 coin, right? It works like that. Okay, the more of a coin that you have, the more you're going to get on the bonus a year from now. And then by that time, you should be, worst case scenario. I mean, if you get the bonus, that means that you're in the $1,000 pool, and hopefully you got at least, two people where you're cash flowing $1,000 a day. So if that's the case, then worst case scenario, your monthly cash flow would be in excess of $30,000 a month. Okay, worst case scenario. And of course, I think most of you are going to be at $1 million a year, so which would be $90,000 a month. But since you're early, some of you are going to be, maybe some of you be $250,000 a month, $500,000 a month. Okay. Why not?
That's awesome.
So, it's up to you. And then of course, the more you're building with, right, then you're going to have more accumulating. And so, yeah. Yeah, we got Paul Leahy's attention. He's one of our hodl-nauts. He's put in a few coins. So he wants PFB to go big, right? Go big PFB, right?
Yes,
So,
baby.
that's right. And then 10 times on top of that, even better. So so that's where we're going. So that's like the next domino. Okay. Then the domino after that, I'm putting together a small team that's going to be called the Plunge Protection Team. Okay. Now, if you want to be on the Plunge Protection Team, you have to be liquid for $5,000. Okay. $5,000. So you're going to be the ones buying up the coin if it ever goes below the bottom. right? So in the case of PFI, the bottom will be $250,000. On the case of PFB, the bottom would be $500,000. In the case of PFS, the bottom would be $1 million. That'd be the bottom. So you'll be able to buy in cheap. And then I'm gonna have a very special offer. You know, we'll call it an offer you can't refuse. So good that I can't put it out there in the public right now because it's gonna be for a very small team. But if you're interested in being a part of that team, you can go ahead and reach out to me and say, I got 5,000 liquid, and I'd love to be part of that team if your offer is that good, you know. So come talk to me privately about special offer to be on the plunge protection team. And then ultimately, 10,000 co-founders ultimately become collectively the plunge protection team for the 1 million partners, okay, that we bring on board. You understand, guys?
Yes, I do.
That's how it works. Okay. So the opportunity just gets better, sweeter and sweeter. Now, the thing I want to talk to you guys about today, and again with Maria here, is that every once in a while we have things that don't quite work or don't, you know, for one reason or another, something not right. We call that a bug, perhaps, you know, and sometimes it is our software. Okay. So I can't claim to have perfect software, and nobody does. Not Apple, not Microsoft. Nobody claims to have perfect software, guys. Okay. So there's going to be bugs. So in the case of that, I want you to take your bugs to Maria, not to me. Okay. What I'm dealing with in my headspace, okay, what I got to deal with here already, all right, with all the stuff I got to keep track of, it's a lot. All right, just put yourself in my shoes for a minute, okay? And I'm pretty good at remembering your names, where you're from. You know, I remember your stories. You know, I keep a lot up here, okay? Right, Paul? You were surprised I remembered all about you, right?
You're amazing, Ace.
So I keep as much as I can up here, but when it comes to a bug, you know, let me say that I gotta get out of the bug business, or I'm gonna end up looking like Scott. Okay.
What?
You know, no more hair. So no, I don't want to be in the bug business anymore. So we're gonna let Maria take over. She has direct access to the programmer. Okay. And what we're finding in most cases is not the bug, it's the user. There's a lot of times it's a user issue. And I'll tell you, the most common thing that comes up when it comes to being a user issue is that they can't tell time. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so if I share my screen here, okay, we go into transactions. Okay, so like for example, right here, Lisa made a payment right there. She made a payment to me. Okay. And that happened at 9:29 my time in the Philippines. Okay. Now, when she looks at her transaction history, it's going to probably say something different. Maybe it will say 8:29 a.m., I would suppose, you know, being that we're 13-hour difference, right? It's going to say her time right here. Okay. And that's where it gets confusing, is that what you're looking at is local time for your convenience. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
So it makes it easy for you to keep track of what's going on here because it's local to you, whatever your device. If your computer, if the clock on it is you know, Istanbul Turkey time, hey, that's what time it's going to say on your on the website there, okay? Because if your computer says it's a different time than what you're really situated in, it's going to look at what your computer is saying. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So sometimes that's a problem. Some people don't even have their own clock on their device working properly. where they're located, So, and the other thing is it's 28 hours, right? So it's 28 hours.
Correct.
And some people get confused between AM and PM, right? So they're like, oh, I made the payment here. It says, 9 o'clock. And I made my payment over here and it says 8 o'clock. Well, no, AM and PM. That's more than 4 hours. That's 12 hours right there, So it'd be very helpful if you understand that a payment will come to you as long as you're making your payment every day at the same time, give or take, give or take. But you have about so you have about what do you call it? You have about 4 hours in either direction. Okay.
Yeah, a window of time.
Yeah, window of time. Sorry. A little bit of a brain freeze there.
So, well, what I do, I just have an alarm on my phone and it just goes off and I know it's time to get on the computer and make my payment. Pretty simple.
Yep. And it is simple. So, I think we get into a little bit of trouble when we get into the $100 pool, because that's a different level, guys. So make sure that you're ready for what happens, okay? Because when you're in the $100 pool, no one wants to lose $100, right? I get it, right? No one wants to lose $100. And and I've sent some refunds back and all that, and I've even sent some refunds back to people that didn't deserve them, because it wasn't actually our fault, it was their fault, But look, my generosity has limitations, okay? Because everything is structured a certain way for everything for it's balanced the way it's structured. So in order to receive a payment, you have to be paid you have to pay every day, okay? And that's how you guys want it, right? You want your referrals to be on the hook to pay you every day, right? Not just here and once in a while, whenever they feel like it, right? You want it to be every day, don't you?
Without fail.
Right? So they can't expect their referrals to pay them every day if they're not paying you every day. See how that works? So on up the chain, okay? All right, so that's the beauty of this, and there's no other crazy requirements. 3-day qualifying period. Remember all that? We threw all that away. So all the garbage is gone. We have a clean system where all you got to do is tell time. And let me hear from Dean and Dina real quick, and I'll come back to you, Scott.
That's okay. Can wait till the end, mate.
Okay, go ahead, Dean and Dina.
Hey, Ace.
Hey.
Talking about that $100 pool, man. I'll tell you what, to watch them coins stack up at $100 a day, it's pretty exciting too. And we're enjoying it, man. Guys, it takes a little bit to work up there, but if you just get there, it is exciting to do it every day. So thank you, Ace. We appreciate it, man.
All right, love it, love it. Great input. Yeah, the thing's super balanced now that when a person makes a payment, they're getting something that they can see immediately on the website. They're getting something, right? And it's a great value. But when it comes to the USDT payments, okay, make sure that before you go to Maria and say that, hey, you're going to ask for a refund or something like that, okay, that make sure it's not user error, okay? Because she's going to have to sit down with you and take a look at the computer and look at your sponsor and look at you and whoever's involved, right? She's going to have to do it on a Zoom and make sure that there's some sort of a real bug to them take to the programmer. You know what I'm saying? But I've always made good. I mean, a lot of you can tell that I'm good. I have no problem paying refunds. I have no problem, if there's ever something that went wrong, I have paid for it, right? So that's why we don't like bugs. We don't want to have too many of them, so they can be expensive, right? So, but if they do come up, you can report it to Maria. Maria will report it to the programmer. You'll follow up with Maria, right? And then she'll let you know. So she, it'd be a back and forth, and she'll be the one in the middle, right? And she's younger, and she's, she's got, she has a little bit less on her plate to think about than what I do, and so, but I just want to protect what I got left up here. I'm doing pretty good for my age, so, so anyway. We're gonna have Maria take care of the bugs. Okay, you guys good with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. Good deal. All right. Then that's it. So we wrap this thing up with Scott. What's on your mind, buddy?
Yeah, I've got a question. It's a bit of an issue, really, at the moment.
Sure.
Quite a few of us have got landing pages through Leadsly.
Yes.
What I discovered really yesterday was that if somebody, and I've got an autoresponder with emails sent out to them, obviously, once they put their details in. And in that first email, if they click on, or any of the emails, they click on the pool funding link and register, it doesn't show up in our back office as a lead. And so I've no way of knowing whether, like yesterday, this guy actually contacted me because he was having trouble, getting all the thing registered with the MetaMask and paying his, first fee, etc. But if he didn't contact me, I wouldn't have even known that he'd gone and registered.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Right now, right now we don't have it set up for an incomplete registration, but you're right. That has to change soon. So we need it so that a person registers, they show up. Maybe we just make a new column, call it registered. So, registered leads, referrals, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm now thinking, have there been other people that have clicked on my link,
Probably
registered,
so. Yeah. You're
and
not,
not
you're not
bothered
the
to
only one.
contact me?
You're not the only one.
And I don't know. I've got no way of knowing.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that just recently. Like yesterday, I was thinking about that. And that is
Right.
something that I've got, it's high on the list of something I want to get done. So that it shouldn't take too much time for the programmer to create that additional column, make that functional.
Okay,
So,
that'd be great. Yeah.
a free registration, and we also want to put together like a genealogy. We got a lot of things, a lot of projects we want to do, but they're going to go in order, So
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Scott. Good point there. All right,
But
well,
if,
guys, just for the sake of keeping this as brief as possible, I want to go ahead and end the recording now. And I want to thank you all for helping me through this recording.